Superman, issue 10, Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason. And Patrick Gleason did do the art on this one. So, this was, of course, the first tease of Super Sons. And
this is basically the prequel to Super Sons.
It is, yeah. It's a setup arc for it, and that's not a complaint. It's
No.
I really enjoyed this issue. I will say this: Damien needs to stop kidnapping people. This is now 2 books he's kidnapped fellow teenagers in.
That's not his MO though. He's not going to learn. You know, like because even Alfred and Batman have told him this, and he's just like, "No, I'm gonna keep doing it my way." And oh man, so now I'm going back because of Teen Titans and because of Goliath and reading the whole. It was just going to be Robinson and Batman, but then I wanted the whole setup, so I also picked up the Batman and arcs.
All right, okay.
Batman going to search, and I'm glad I did because of nobody showing up. I had no idea who this character was before deep diving, and so now I feel like this has been a Tomasi through line from New 52 and his take on Damien.
Yeah, well,
and I like that.
Now that we know that he's writing Super Sons, this all feels very natural, and it feels like it's going somewhere.
Yep.
And I love that this book starts with, it's just like, it's clearly Batman. And obviously not, but Superman's not the focal of this arc. Like, this starts with John in school
This is
with
John.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Which was great. It was great to see them together and riding home on the bikes, and it was just another slice of like what his life is like right now.
Yeah, it felt very Amblin-esque.
Yeah.
And I really like that. When they get to that haunted swamp looking area.
Yeah. Almost Stranger Things, even a little bit of that in there.
Just a bit. Also,
Kathy being slightly jealous when John's been nice to that other girl. Quality stuff.
Yep.
Gives me the feels. Also, I loved it when they get to the swamp thing and John's like, "Oh, let's go in this," and Kathy's like, "Nah, I need to go home." He then like, rips open and he's like, "This is a job for Superboy," and I'm like, "You're just making something. You're making an excuse to turn into Superboy right now. There's no job to do."
He's like what, 9, 10 years old? Like, of course.
Yeah, that cracked me up. Yeah. It cracked me up because he was like, I just want to play superhero, so I'm going to do this.
And that's what I like, is like, he, just from what we know about John and Damien, is they are that polar opposite, where Damien's business all the time, and John's not. John's like, oh, I'm going to make an excuse to be superhero, where Damien's like, no, that's just what I am.
Yeah.
And I like that even in that scene right there, Tomasi showing the difference, even before we're even getting to Damien.
Yeah. We know he's responsible, but we're just. But no. So once he gets to the Batcave and like John wakes up, and I love that Batman like comes in and sees what's going on. He's like, "Damien, what are you doing? Release him now! Before!" And then like Heat Vision like bursts open the doors and Superman comes in.
Yep. And you gotta remember too that this isn't original Superman and Batman. There's still a bit of distrust between the two.
Yeah, because we've got this is pre-52 Superman and a Batman who, at least as of now, is only New 52 Batman, and
also Damien's like, before all that, when he's monologuing to John, and he's like, you've messed up so much stuff for us. My dad's moon cave.
Yeah, nice callback.
Yeah, and so just stuff that's happened before with John, and it shows that Damien's been watching him. So no matter as careful as Clark and Lois think they're being with John, the Bat family still has tabs on him.
Yeah. I loved all that. I love that John's really respectful to Alfred. Because Damien's so awful to him. He's like, "Pennyworth, get over here." And John, upon being offered a root beer, says, "Root beer, thank you, sir."
Yeah. Well, he's his dad's son. He's basically a Midwestern kid, and manners come first. And I love that line too, where he's like, later in the book when the kids are like coming to blows, and Superman's like, "You need to teach your kids some manners." And I forget what Batman responds. "Oh, you need to teach your kids some control."
Yeah.
Like, this is a total parent fight about the kids who got into a fight.
Yes. But I love that Damien's been keeping tabs on him, that he brings up the cat and he brings up the other stuff.
You killed an endangered hawk.
Yeah. Joe, I love that bothers Damien. Like, Damien cares about animals.
Oh yeah, which has
Yeah.
been established with Tomasi's writing him with
Oh, of
Bat
course, yeah.
Cow,
Yeah, cow,
and
dog. He's even got a cat
which I
now.
forget about because he seems to have all these pets. That since the last time I read Damien, written by Tomasi, he's got Titus, the Great Dane,
Yeah.
and Bat Cow and Alfred the cat, which I completely forgot about.
Alfred the cat's great.
Yeah, and he was an Alfred the cat, which shows he deep down does respect Alfred enough that he named a pet after him. Um, and now he's got Goliath, the big bat creature, which
Yeah.
I think John feels like a kinship with, because when they do kidnap him and he freezes him, he feels worried that he's hurt this thing.
Yeah.
Um,
When John eventually gets mad enough after he brings up the cat and like you wouldn't want to make Mummy cry again, and he actually sucker punches him in the stomach. Like I love like
I fist pumped.
this is looking at the art specifically. It's just the look on Damien's face. It's like pain, but it's more shock. It's like
It's shocked that someone's finally, yeah,
yeah.
someone's finally done something, and then it starts the fight, and Damien even tries to get the kryptonite batarang,
Yeah.
and they're gonna do it, and then just the look on their faces too when the dads break them up.
Oh yeah, well that's the
And
last issue because they end up blowing something up in the Batcave,
yeah,
and we just see the silhouettes in all darkness of both. It's like Superman in this last page looks like Batman, like the way Batman would
yeah,
normally be lit against like the sky, where
yeah,
he's like really intimidating. It's
entertaining.
like
Yep,
yeah, they both look like Batman almost, and then like, the two kids are just like, oh,
it's that
so
he
much
started
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so much fun. Yeah.
So we always think about panels of the week and whatnot. And now I've been thinking as I've been actively reading, and this was a book where I would go, "Oh man, that was a really good one. That's gonna be my panel of the week."
Yeah,
And then I turn the page.
you end up with a short list of about 50 panels.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh no, never mind. This one's oh man, but this one was great too." And it just kept coming,
Yeah.
and it was just a great read. I'm loving, like it's building a sense of community between these two, and that's what Super Sons is gonna do. So after this arc, which I don't know how long this one is, but I can't imagine it's gonna be a lengthy one.
I mean, Super Sun starts in February, so I would guess maybe it could be a full 6 issues because it could be two
Yeah,
this month, two December, two January, and then leads into
yeah,
could be.
could be, but yeah, it's setting that tone very well.
Of course, if I remembered the solicits for like January well enough, I would know the answer to that, but I
Yeah,
don't. So
this is the thing with DC is as great as I am loving all these books, or as well as I received. There's so much of them. Once something happens, I forget about the solicits,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then it comes as a surprise. I was like, oh yeah, that's coming.
Which, to be honest, is kind of nice. I kind of like that.
Yeah,
I get a nice
me too.
surprise when the books come. So, no, Superman issue 10 was fantastic.
Solid.
Beautiful, great character play between the characters. It's almost like John and Damien are having Superman Batman esque conflict, but on a
Yep.
much more like immature scale that makes it a lot more fun. And
Yep.
then the dad's being like all protective and accusing the other son
Yeah.
of being awful and whatnot.
There's that line where first Batman has basically said we don't know the extent of what John's powers are going to be because of the Kryptonian human mix, and also he's running all these questions at Superman. Superman's like, "Do you think our dads have this many questions raising us?" And then Batman's like, "Well, yeah, all good dads do." Or Alfred says, I can't remember who says it.
Yeah, that was a solid bonding between them, which is nice. I like that the kids will actually
Yep.
be what makes them bond. In fact,
Yep.
if I was to make a guess, I almost think this will be like a weird marriage kind of thing, where Superman realizes that John needs more Batman in his life, and Batman realizes that Damien needs more Superman in his life
Yep.
to like fill them out.
Also, they'll both end up being Dick
yeah.
Grayson, right?
Yeah,
Because
they'll both be Dick Grayson.
because that's one of my favorite things about Grayson is how much he admires like Bruce is his dad or big brother, or however the relationship is.
Yeah.
Like he's the authority figure, but Superman's kind of the hero worship of that's that one guy. It's Uncle Clark kind of deal. So
That's why he's called
Uh,
Nightwing.
yeah, exactly. So I like that there's that dichotomy, and also that these guys starting at each other's throat is nice because in the old universe where we had Tim and Connor, like they had kind of always been best friends. So it's nice to see a different take on a son of Batman, son of
Yeah, it's
Superman.
conflict, and it's good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Hmm.
But no, that was great stuff. Superman is on top form still.